Hi there, this is going to show you how to connect your Gmail account to a mailbox, and this is targeted at customers of 123host.com.au, but it's going to work for pretty much anyone who's got a mailbox anywhere on the web. So you've got a Gmail account, open it obviously. Let's head into the settings, the gear icon up on the top right corner. See all settings, and the Accounts and Imports tab. And what we're going to do is check email from other accounts. So we're going to start by adding an email account. Get it down so it's obvious. And here's one I prepared earlier if you saw the other video. Example at 3host.com.au. Click the next button. You don't have to worry about any of this. If you'd like to know more about Gmailify, whatever that is, I've never bothered. You can read about it at this link. Click next. Okay, so enter the email settings for our email address example at 123host.com.au. I'm going to copy that, grab that email address. So there it is, email address. The username has to be the full email address, so I'm going to paste it in there. You can type it if you like. Just save myself a few keystrokes. You should know the password for your email account and the POP server. Mail.123host.com.au will work if you're a 123host customer. If you ever change hosts, it'll break. So what I suggest is you make it mail.yourdomain.com.au or whatever your domain is. But I'm going to leave it because I'm using 123host email address. I'm going to match it here. You don't need to worry about any of this stuff. If you want to leave a copy of the messages that you collect on the 123host server, you can do that. I'm trying to think of why you might want to. A backup, but Gmail is always there and your messages will be in Gmail. So my suggestion is just leave all this, click Add Account, and it's almost as simple as that. You can now retrieve mail from this account. Would you also like to be able to send mail as example? Well, yes, that's the whole purpose of this, isn't it? So, yes, click Next. What's the email, the name that you're going to send it from? So that's pretty good. I might just go Steve at oh gee, I thought I could type at 123host. So it doesn't have to match the name. I could put anything. Oh, I can't even type. I can put anything there, but even if I made a typo, even if I put whatever, it would still work. This is just the name that's displayed. Don't worry about any of that other stuff. Click Next Step. Now we need to configure the mails that are going to be sent out through the 123host server, because Gmail won't send emails through its own server. This is a spam protection thing. It makes you give them another server out to send the mails out through. So this is going to be exactly the same as we had before. Just watch that one there. That should be mail.yourdomain, and the username is the full email address, and it's the same password. But this is exactly the same details we just had before. Again, leave the TLS and SSL and click Add Account. And if everything's right, that's the screen that you're going to see. So it's waiting for a confirmation email. These emails usually take 2 or 3 or 5 minutes to come. You can either wait here and come back. I find this the easiest way to do it. Click Close Window, click Inbox, and wait. While I'm waiting for this email to arrive, this is something that I ought to mention. Gmail Fetch Mail that we're setting up is a little bit quirky in that it only checks the mail as often as you get email. So if you only get one email an hour, it's only going to collect email once every hour or so. If you get a lot of emails, it'll check emails more often. I can't tell you how often it does check, but I know that this email has been delivered to my mailbox, example at 123host.com.au, but it hasn't been collected by Gmail yet. I can look at the history. Let's bring it down. So no emails, no emails. That was 3 minutes ago. It was the most recent time it tried. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to check mail now. I'm going to force it. So it's checking mail. One mail fetched. Beautiful. If we look at our history, there's that one mail retrieved at 4:33. Okay, cool. So now we go back to the inbox. And there's the mail we've been waiting for. This is the mail which Gmail confirms that you, I guess, own example at 123host.com.au or whatever the email is, and they send it an email and it comes to your Gmail account. If we go in there, the most important bit here is this long link. Whoop, let's get the long link, just the long link. So basically this is the link we click to confirm that you're going to send mail as example 123host.com.au. So we click that. Beautiful, done. So now go back to Gmail and to our inbox. Okay, so now what we need to do, because if I go compose an email, we haven't got any option to switch between the different email addresses at this point. So if we go back into settings, see all settings, back to accounts and import, now here's that email address that we set up in send mail as. And I've got the opportunity to make it the default email address. So I'm going to click that. Now if I click compose, look at this. It's saying from Steve at 123host. And that's exactly what we wanted. If for some reason, I can't think why, but you might want to send emails as your Gmail address, you can always drop that down and do that. Or you can switch there. Or you could have multiple email addresses. You've got several domains. You can add several email addresses. And when you go to send it from that other domain.com.au, you click there and you choose it. Okay. While you're in Gmail, don't forget that in the settings you can set a specific signature for that specific email address. So this is example. I'm going to create it and cancel. I don't know what's going on here. There it is. So this is my example signature. I could even go, let's add an image. This might be off the screen, what you don't quite see, that's okay. Getting a little bit complicated here, trying to keep it fairly simple, but anyway, I'm going to add an image just so that you can see. There it is. Upload that image. Right, and there it is. Can I even, I can make it small. I can do anything. Right, so now I'll save that and just give you one final example of what happens. In my inbox, if I go compose, yeah, well, it should have had that signature at the bottom. What happened there? Let's just have a look. If I'm going to do this for you, I'm going to do it properly at least. Signatures, there it is. Signature. Oh, there we go. So here we have to say the signature defaults. For that email address example, I want to pick that signature. Okay, now we save it. And you can have a different signature for each email address. Let's do that again. There we go. There's my signature. If I change that to the other one, to the other Gmail address, that should disappear. Because I've only said that this is for that. That's just a little bit extra. Okay, anyway, now you know how to connect your email address to Gmail.